Hello, Urban fans, and welcome to part 5 of UR Talk, where we were discussing the brand new releases from a week ago, and we're into the final releases of the release a week ago. And the first release that we're going to be talking about was Lola. Lola at 3 stars is a 6/4 with the ability of defeat plus free life. So firstly, Siffy, what's your initial thoughts on Lola?
About Lola, where do I begin? She's a 6/4, very low chance of a win. She's pretty good, she is not bad. Her ability makes her real rad. Now I know a girl, and her name was Lola. Her ability makes her oh holy mola. 'Cause when she's dead, it's your life bar that will get ahead. Thank you.
I'm so glad that Pamela was able to record that. That would have been very embarrassing if I actually just stopped recording. But yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Definitely.
I think my message was put out there though.
Okay, yeah, that's important. I have to say, I mean, I definitely think she is definitely, as you said it, just gonna invert comments there. Rad, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for having to do a rhyme in that sentence.
Oh no, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
No, it was pretty good, Sniffy. It's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know how my singing is because I don't listen to myself more.
I definitely think it's probably going to be the highlight of this UR talk. I think.
Oh, thank you. You're making me blush.
I am making you blush. All right. So I know I'm being sarcastic. I'm not even trying to be sarcastic. Okay. What am I saying? Okay. Right. So Smokey for the win. What do you think? Initial thoughts on Lola? Sing if you want. Just throwing that one.
No, I can't back up Sliffy like that. That was a really good song, Sliffy.
Oh, you guys.
But I think that she kind of reminds me of an Akab, because she's somebody that a lot of people will expect you to lose to get the +3 life, and then you can play, a couple pills, and a lot of people overlook the 6 damage.
So what's that card you said? Cobb, did you say?
Akab, yeah, the harpoon person for Piranha +3 pills on defeat.
Oh, a cob. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, a cab. Okay. I was like, who's a cob? Because it's like a giant.
I just made up my own card.
a giant corn on the cob. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely agree, guys. Definitely a good card. Definitely rad. Yeah. Do people say rad?
You're making my feelings slowly deteriorate, but okay.
I honestly thought, Sniffy, that song was definitely good, Sniffy.
I'm sure it's gonna sound terrible on YouTube.
Yeah, it probably will, but I definitely think in the future we should do more. I think we should do improvised raps in this while talking.
Nothing like a British guy and American doing some improvised raps.
I have to say, British people can't do rap. It's just embarrassing. Just anyone, just type in Dizzy Rascal and you'll see why. But yeah, anyway. Moving on, okay. So yeah, I mean, do you think that Lola's the best 3-star for the clan at the moment, Sniffy?
Yeah, actually. I think she's the most solid, actually. Best, she's played differently than most, so I can't really say she's the best, quote, but she's a very good card, I feel.
And what about you, Sliffy? Not Sliffy, Smokey for the win. Do you think that...
Well, I think she's like, Sorry. I had to make that joke.
You haven't made that joke in a while, actually. Anyway, yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think that she's the best 3-star at the moment, Smokey for the win?
Yes, I think that how she can bluff well, and she'll get the +3 life back if she doesn't, and it kind of counteracts Beef's backlash, if you think about it. But I think that she's going to be used until Berserk aren't used anymore.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually, because in the future, I mean, Berserk are likely to get more backlash, so actually, having her actually kind of counterbalances against it. Although, having said that, though, the issue is with Lola, I think we can't, not forget, is the fact that actually what was I going to say, is that she doesn't actually prevent KOs, which is a bit of a problem, as other damage reductions, let's say like Arno, for example, can actually stop that. Do you think that's a huge problem, Sliffy, though? Or,
that she can't stop what?
That she can't stop KOs.
Oh, I think so, but there's really no reason to not play her early, so she could stop KOs, I guess.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, I mean, do you think that defeat plus 3 life is better than possibly something like minus 3 damage, min 1, Smoky for the win?
I don't know. I mean, it's really kind of hard to tell, but I would probably rather have a DR over her. But I mean, she's usable, which most DR. So.
Okay.
She has that. Yeah.
Okay then. And what about you though, Sliffy? Do you think that her kind of defeat is better than damage reduction, or?
There's pros and cons. Obviously the con against plus 3 life is that if a 2-hit KO is coming, she can't stop it. A big pro over it though is if your opponent uses like a 2 power or 2 damage card or less for some reason, you get a benefit over it. And another pro is that you can play it anytime you want, and you can go like above obviously 12 life or something, which is nice, I think. Can't remember, but oh well. So, it's up to you, really.
Yeah.
I don't think one's better than the other.
I was just thinking about the kind of, like, if your opponent played 2 damage or something. I mean, do you see that as a huge... I mean, can you imagine people playing their, two damages against Lola, though? Or do you think... I don't know, really.
Well, one would be a counter response. I don't think anyone would be like, oh, he played Lola as a lead, I guess I will... Well, who's playing Lola as a lead, for one thing?
Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think, if for example, your opponent played, Spiaggi or something, I mean... retardedly.
It's like Spiaggi as a lead.
just throwing that one out. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, because I just can't see your opponent just doing that for some reason, which is kind of annoying. But
it was an example on the field, just in case. Like if you're down to 2 cards each, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point actually. If you end up having those 2 at the end, you end up getting one plus 1 life as a result, which is going to be pretty good.
Better than all.
I mean, is there any sort of attacking threat with her, though, Smoky for the win? Or maybe not?
I think that if you would play any pills, it'd probably be about 1 or 2. I don't think that you'd play any other than that, unless you saved her for the last round, which I don't know why you would.
Okay, and Sliffy, do you think that she has any kind of attacking options?
She doesn't. In theory, she doesn't. Like, come on, 6 power. That's really weak with no manipulation anyway. But because of that, I think she can actually pull a bluff win out of nowhere. Because she does 6 damage. Well, early game, 6 damage. 4 late. She has good damage. I wouldn't rely on this a lot, if ever. But she can pull it out of her hat, and people will not suspect it at all, I feel.
That's definitely a good point, actually. Yeah, I definitely agree with both of you there. Maybe... I just wouldn't feel safe playing her as an attacking option, unfortunately. But definitely a viable option if you're thinking of ever playing Lola and a few pills or something. But anyway, yeah. So let's go to rating out of 10. So Sliffy, out of 10, what would you give Lola?
Ooh,
please do it in song form.
I'm not doing this in song. I'm sorry.
Oh, Sliffy, let me.
You're putting me on the spot, and I'm not that good.
Can't you just do? You've done raps before,
Jigga jigga 9 out of 10, jigga 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 1.
Yeah,
that was weak. I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed now, Sliffy.
Well, you put me on the spot. You knew the consequence.
Okay, to be fair, I did. So yeah, so rating out of 10, sorry.
9 out of 10.
9.
I think it's a really good card.
Okay, really good card. Okay, and out of 10, what would you give Lola, Smokey for the win?
I would give her a 9. I mean, the bluffing potential is great, and also plus 3 life getting back after a defeat isn't bad either.
Okay, yeah, I definitely agree with both of you. I think Lola's definitely a good card. There's no doubt about that, actually. Defeat plus 3 life is definitely going to be, hopefully, incorporated in future releases for, other clans and everything, which is going to be quite interesting. She is the only kind of, sort of damage reduction for the clan, so I definitely think that's always a great thing, and it really reminds me of Bristone, really, which is a great thing, except Bristone has the SOA, of course. So as a result, I'd probably give her, I mean, the only issue is I don't think her attacking options are great at all, really. I think you're only really going to be playing her in the defense, really, so I'll probably give her an 8 out of 10, really, unfortunately, but still a pretty good release, definitely stable for the clan. Right, so unfortunately we're going to take a break now, and we're going to go into part hold on. Are we in part? We're in part 5 now, aren't we? Just making sure. Okay, so I'll see you guys all in part 6, where we'll be discussing Meneley, as well as kind of discussing the clan as a whole, really. So I'll see you guys then. This is Mixer 1 2 signing out.